Welcome back. You're watching Ask Profit, and we're joined on this side of the break by Ajit Mishra, who's the Senior Vice President Research at Religare Broking. Ajit, thanks so much for taking the time. And of course, we also have Saurabh answering all of your questions. By the way, if you're tuning in for the first time, the way that you can get in touch with us, two ways. In fact, you can message us on the number that is on the top of the screen, or you can call us on the landline number at the bottom of the screen. The first question is a view and hold is a view. We've got a question on Tilak Nagar Industries, and Prashant wants to know whether he should sell the stock. He has bought at levels of 249, I believe. Is that right? Yeah. So 249, number of shares is 120, and he's in a considerable profit. Ajit, on the charts, would you book profits at this point?
Yeah, good morning, Alex. Alex, I would rather continue with the momentum because as the stock has experienced almost a vertical rise with very strong volumes, and now from almost like 5-6 trading sessions, we are seeing in a very tight range consolidation. This seems like a healthy pause to me, and I believe that 480 is basically the area where we have the immediate support. So with that as a stop loss, you can continue to stay put. In the next leg, probably we can see the stock inching towards 540, 550 area.
Okay. All right. So hold and play the momentum is the view on Tilak Nagar Industries. Pranay has got the next question. He's looking for a value. The next question is from Rohit, and Rohit is writing from Muscat in Oman. And he points out that he's been watching our show regularly. We've only taken a question once in the last 2 months. Well, unfortunately, there are so many questions, Rohit, and I hope that the other questions that we're discussing on the program have benefited you nonetheless. But the question specifically is on Hoodco, and 281 is the buy price. He's got 300 shares. He's wondering whether to average at this point. He's in the red right now. Ajit, on the charts, is that a good strategy that you would employ?
So not at current levels, Alex, because the stock is trading below all its critical moving averages and it's gradually lifting lower. When it comes to the support, the zone comes close to around 200, 195 zone. So we still have like 5-6% of further decline, which is possible. And in case if it sees any recovery, 220, 22 is the area basically where we have multiple resistances. So risk to reward is not favorable to add more. In fact, in case if it sees a decisive close above 225, then only you should consider, or a dip towards 190, not in between.
Okay. The next question is from Venkat Ramana Reddy, who's writing in from Hyderabad. He's got 15 shares of Britannia at an average price of 4,000. We've got a caller next. Surya is calling us from Karnataka. Surya, very good morning to you. How can we help you today?
Yeah, hi. Good morning, Alex. And for that. So actually, I'm a daily viewer of the show, and I'm very thankful to this show.
I'm glad. I'm glad that you're finding it useful. How can we help you today?
Yeah. So the question is on GAIL. Okay. So I bought this stock quite a while back, and I'm looking to further buy this because now the prices have come down. I would like to know the long-term view, and in the short term, whether the PNGRP prices of the GAIL request, whether it can be implemented. So
okay.
Just wanted to know on that.
Okay. I don't do this very often, but let me very quickly get you both a fundamental and a technical view. Saurabh, on the fundamentals, would you hold on to this, and what are the prospects for GAIL? Because then, Ajit, would you accumulate at these prices, or would you wait?
I would rather wait for further dip towards 160, a zone where it tested last time and witnessed a recovery. So not at current levels, Alex. One should wait for at least the retest of the previous window. Okay.
The next question is on Paradeep Phosphates, and I remember having highlighted this when the earnings came through. It was a good thing that you should employ on Paradeep Phosphates. All right, John is calling us from Kerala. John, very good morning to you. How can we help you today?
Hi, good morning. Great to hear your voice. Alex, you are a great presenter along with the other lady also.
Thank you so much.
Every day, my day starts with NDTV profit from 8:30 in the morning.
I'm glad to hear that. By the way, the show starts at 8 o'clock. I would love for you to tune in when we start the show.
Even at 6 o'clock I watch it, but 6 o'clock it's all yesterday's news. So
yes, that is true. So live coverage starts, John, at 7:30 in the morning. 7:30 we have the morning show, and then 8 o'clock is when India Market Open starts. So we'd love to have you join us at that point as well. But what's your question today?
Yeah. My question is, I bought Bank of Maharashtra on the recommendation of Ajit Finance. It's a strong buy from them. So I bought 11,500 shares at 54.9. I would like to know around 3 to 4 months time what's the prospects?
Yeah. What are the prospects? Okay. So on the fundamentals, I think a lot of people have pointed out that Bank of Maharashtra is a decent bank. But as you know that there have been rate cuts, and so therefore a lot of anticipation for a contraction in the net interest margins, which is a core margin of banks, right? As the repricing of loans and deposits takes place. But since you're asking for the next 3 to 4 months, let me go across to Ajit on the technicals. 54.9 is the buy price, so he's incurring a bit of a loss at this point. What are the prospects on the upside?
So, Alex, of late we were seeing that some of these PSUs, they are really under pressure. In fact, if you exclude a couple of names from the rapid banking space, that is SDFC and ICICI, majority of the banking names are also, drifting gradually lower. And we are seeing a similar trend in Maharashtra Bank. The stock is gradually inching towards long-term averages. So closer to 52-50 area is something where we have multiple supports. So if the view is short-term means 3 to 4 months, I would rather suggest him to maintain a strict stop at 52 on the closing basis. In case if it fails to hold, then probably we can see further correction towards 45 or maybe lower. Okay. So as of now, indications are in the favor of consolidation with a negative bias.
Okay, and so therefore, where would you put your stop, or did you mention that, or did I miss it?
Yeah, so I said 52 should be your closing stop loss.
Got it. All right. John, hopefully that helps you. We've got Dream folks that we're talking about next, and Ramesh Dasi from Andhra Pradesh has bought at level of 189 rupees. He's got 200 shares. Can it be averaged at this point for the long term? And he defines that as 2 years. So he's incurring a bit of a loss at this point, not too much. The stock, so because of the quantum of shares, it's not too much, but the stock price has declined quite a bit since he bought it at levels of 189. What's your view on the fundamentals? Dream folks is a company that's headed into rough weather. Saurabh, would you hold on to this, or do you think that there's a potential for further erosion in the fundamentals and in the operational view? So therefore, in the technicals, what is a good level to exit at if you've been stuck in this and you're waiting for a level to sell? Ajit, what's the view?
Alex, it's almost like vertical decline, means from 240 to 130, and there is hardly any recovery. So in fact, even at current levels, I would rather not wait for any kind of a rebound, because the way the stock has been declining with every passing day, it's prudent to take loss. In case by any chance, if is willing to wait, because we don't have any support now, the stock is at the record low. 140-45 is going to be the area where it has multiple instances.
So it's not always a bad thing to book out losses. Of course, protect your capital at certain point, because the company is going through a rough patch. Pratib Madka is writing in from Goa, and he's got a question on Ratan India Power, which he's bought. Okay, let's pull up the stock. Okay, he's bought at levels of, I don't know if this is the right price. Let's pull up the all-time high charts and see if it's ever hit 9 rupees 20 paise. Or Ratan India Power, that's why we got it wrong. Okay, so I'm not sure if you have a view on this one. Ajit, generally don't ask about penny stocks or stocks that have such a small ticket price, but what would you do with this?
So Alex, it's a very volatile stock, means if you go the last 5-6 months of price action, 8, then 21, then again back to square, and again currently we are trading in the middle of the band. So it's a very volatile stock. So if somebody is having any position, they may consider maintaining a stop at 12 and use any recovery towards 1450 range to exit.
All right. Vineet from Coimbatore is asking about Tata Consultancy Services, which he's bought at level of 3,165. He needs to know the medium-term outlook. He's defined that as the next 6 to 12 months. And the stock is taken a bit of a up move. I wonder if the rest of the IT pack is also moved higher. Why don't we pull the constituents of the Nifty IT up while we're at it and see if there is a bit of a bounce back? Okay, TCS is up about 0.7%. Tech Mahindra is doing reasonably well, Wipro. And so let's pull up the intraday chart of the Nifty IT. It was down about 0.8% at the start of trade and has made a bit of a comeback. So it's recovered quite a bit of ground, now trading in the green. But the question is on TCS specifically, 3,165 is the buy price. Ajit, would you hold on for a period of 6 to 12 months? What is the potential upside?
So Alex, yes, I would hold, but I won't add more because still there is no sign of reversal yet. Yes, the stock looks extremely oversold, means we've seen roughly around 11% kind of a cut last month. And it's trading in the extreme oversold territory. We are trading closer to the previous swing low also around 3,000 mark. There's a possibility that the stock might witness a recovery or a beater with 3150 being the first level, and then once the stocks are passing this level decisively, then we can see 3400 plus zone in next 3 to 6 months. So as of now, yes, it's a hold, and 2800 is a very strong base, for the weeks to come. So that should be the area where one should maintain as a stop loss in case the stocks corrects further.
Thank you for that view, Ajit. Now, just a clarification. We ran a story today that erroneously said that Ashok Vaswani, MD and CEO of Kotak Mahindra.
Let's stick with the questions that we have, and let's go to the next one. I believe we've got a caller. Is Ananya calling us from Kolkata? All right. So Ananya, if you can hear me, very good morning to you. How can we help you today?
Good morning. Thanks for taking my call. I have about 1,000 shares of SpiceJet, which I bought at the rate of 42.5. I want to know, is there any chance for the stock to bounce back, or should I sell it at this level?
Okay. Ananya, help me with the view that you had. Did you have a short-term view, as in less than a year, or did you intend to hold for a longer period of time?
I can hold it for a year.
You can hold it for a year. Okay. So therefore, the question is whether or not it will bounce on the technicals. And I'm sure, Ananya, that you're also paying attention to the market share that they have, which is diminishing. It's not doing particularly well, right? So Interglobe Aviation dominating, Air India also to a certain extent, despite everything that's happened in the recent past, is the second largest. But since you've asked for less than a year or thereabouts, let me go to Ajit on the charts. Ajit, 35 or thereabouts is where it is right now. Is there a possibility of a bounce back?
So Alex, delicate bounce is definitely on the cards, considering the stock looks extremely oversold and gradually drifting lower. But as you rightly pointed out, that we all know the kind of landscape that most of the airline companies are in, and Indigo definitely leading this space. So there's no point sticking with the Lagarde, and in case if she gets any chance, or even at current levels, she can consider switching from SpiceJet to Indigo in case if her preference is for only for the airline examples.
Okay. All right. It's time now for rapid fire, and this is where we throw as many questions at Saurabh and Ajit as possible over the course of 2 minutes. Let me start with the first one. Reliance Industries. This is a question from Satish from Bengaluru. He's got a level of 1150. Can he hold for a period of 6 to 12 months? Should he add more, Ajit?
Yes, hold and add more with 1300 stop loss.
Okay. All right, Shanti Gold, T1 is a buy price, incurring a loss of 20%. That Satya Narayana wants to know, would you buy or hold for a period of 6 months? Ajit?
Hold with stop at 580.
Okay, Reddington is the name of the counter, and Sampath wants to know, he's bought a level of 298. He's seeing a bit of a dip. Should he average or simply hold? Ajit?
Hold with stop at 230.
Okay. Shoni from Kerala, Orient Green is the name of the counter that we're talking about. Sushila from Bellary is bought at level of 233. Would you hold or exit? Ajit, do you have a view?
Hold with stop at 200.
Okay. Sri Kumar from Dubai wants to know about Suntech Realty, bought at levels of 432. The view is being short for a period of 3 to 6 months. Ajit, on the charts?
Use recovery to exit, 370 stop loss, around 420 is the area where we have multiple resistance.
Okay, Aditya from Bhopal wants to know whether a rally in private sector banks like ICICI Bank and HDFC Bank is possible, and should you buy? What's the view, Ajit?
Buy both.
Buy both, okay. EliteCon, I'm not sure about this company. Idea Forge, 582 is the buy price. Should you hold or exit, and what is the next target, if at all? Ajit?
Hold with stop at 410 and use recovery to exit around 480, 490.
Okay. All right. We've taken over 30 queries today over the course of the last 45 minutes to an hour. Gentlemen, thanks so much for taking the time. Always a pleasure speaking with you. And viewers, we've attempted to take as many questions as possible, but it's only possible to take so many. I hope that what we've discussed has helped you, even if your specific question has not been answered. Thanks so much for watching. This is NDTV Profit.